Hello, good morning. I just saw your email and I happen to be at the range right now. If you look here in the video, at the bottom of my target in the center row, you can see the green laser. Um, that is the first thing I do. I set up the laser pointed exactly where I want it to be on the target. Right now, I always put it right below the furthest target I'm going to be shooting here. So that's the first thing I do. And I have it set up. I'm going to show you right now. I have it set up right next to my rifle, and it's coming in at a slight angle. So that way my targets, my flags are coming in at an angle going towards the target. You can see it right here where I have them. And there are the flags that I have set up downrange. So the first thing I do is that. I always bring a small piece of wood. It's a piece of masonite that I picked up at Home Depot that's 24 inches square. It's perfect to find the laser if you have sun. If it's early morning, like I've done in New Braunfels, I can send you a link on my video and Facebook where you can physically see the laser beam going all the way to the end of the target. Like you can see the line. But when there's sun, bring out a little piece of wood. And then once I find it, then what I do is I line up my stand with the target, and and since the daisy wheels are usually spinning, you can see the green laser just spinning on the daisy wheels. You can see it blinking back and forth. And I just drop the stand where the laser goes right above the daisy wheels, where you can't see it blinking anymore. And then I literally, and by doing that, now the laser continues. I can still see it at the end on the target. Then I go to the next flag, the next flag, and the next flag. So I have the bullet going right over the top of all the flags. The way you set them up is up to you. I'm new as far as different techniques of how people set up flags. This is the way I like it, coming barely off to the left, since I'm a right-handed shooter, and it's coming barely off the left and slowly work its way. And by the time I'm finished, I can see the last two flags inside of my scope. And then I have the wind gauge about 50% downrange right there, where I just open up my eye and I can peek at that when I need to. But when you finish, you should be able to see the laser beam on the target at the end, like I showed you in the beginning of the video. I have done this before at 200 yards, super strong sun, Laredo. I have a Facebook video that you can watch me set this up at 200 yards. I set up 6 flags at 200 yards as best as I can, because this range is really bad. He's shooting at from a big hill, shooting down. It's not a very flat area, but I was able to get them set up, all 6 flags. And I even showed how you can see the beam. Of course, as it gets to 200 yards, it's not a dot anymore. It opens up to maybe about a 4-inch glowing green circle. But in the video, you can see where you can actually see it at 200 yards. If you're like me, when I go and do competitions, I'm usually there first thing in the morning, and I love to catch the laser when it's bright. We can actually see the beam. I can send you a link to my Facebook page where you can see it and how I set it up at another range early morning. But there is a video on my Facebook page where, when I first made this, where I decided to do it in midday Laredo sun, 0 clouds, as bright as it can be, and at 200 yards you can see it. But you just need a piece of wood to be able to orientate yourself to where the beam is, especially at that distance. But other than that, once you get the first couple of flags set closest to your rifle, then the other ones start to get really easy as far as finding the beam. Still, you can call me at 956-236-6096, and for some reason, if I don't pick up, because I get tons of spam mail, text me that you're trying to call if I didn't pick up, and I call you right back. But I definitely want to make sure that you're able to use this, because I've just barely started to sell them, but I've sold 10 of them, and up to now, everybody has found it to work really good, and have been able to set up their flags at 100 and 200 yards with no problem up to now. So if you can, just give me a call.